think people look at this land and say, we need to protect it, we need to preserve this. And when I look at it and I think of the way that it's being done with this potential monument, that's not what I see as protection, because I see it as eliminating a culture here and eliminating a way of life.
One stroke of the pen and it could all just change the lives of so many ranchers out here that run on this monument.
I mean, it's not just one little 100-acre parcel that they're wanting to, you know, put a monument in. It's 2.5 million acres. That's big.
So you're talking 40% of your county.
Which is the same size as the states of Delaware and Rhode Island combined.
Most people who are thinking this would be a good idea are well-intentioned. You know, they think, oh great, beautiful area, let's take care of it. But what they don't realize is making a monument does the opposite. It makes it so you can't take care of it.
It brings new limits on what can be done on that land.
It's being well taken care of right now. You know, we see all these surveys, everyone thinks you should protect it. Well, would anybody ever say no to that question?
There's absolutely a system in place to take care of the land and the wildlife and everything that's involved to make sure that it's kept in the best health possible.
From our standpoint here on the ground, we have some really great ideas how to take care of it, how to manage it, for the next generation,
What are there, like 7 different layers of protection already in place? This place is thoroughly protected.
Everything that we do out here, from the roads we drive on to where our water lines are, to where our cattle graze, when they graze in an area, all those types of things go into how our activities here are managed. And it's going on today and has been going on for decades.
There's already all of these laws and enforcement to protect this area. Why do we need this?
We're born here, we live here, ultimately we die here.
It's a way of life.
It's that opportunity for freedom for my children to be able to live in a good place and live a good life, and also keep this area open for other folks who want to come here and enjoy it.
There's been some economic studies on monuments and how that's going to improve tourism and bring in the big dollars to areas. We found in the rural areas that that's not the case.
Go down to Escalante, talk to the people there. That community was gutted by that monument. People still come there to recreate, they do, but the other industries, the industries that are there all year long, that support families, that support communities, that support the schools, they always fall away when you do stuff like this.
If a monument designation goes through, weeds are going to take over, fires are going to run rampant, and the wildlife is going to disperse from the area.
This area is prime sage-grouse habitat. Fire is the biggest threat to that sage-grouse habitat.
It burnt from all the skyline, all the way around, right down to the bottom here, and we held it here all the way to Homedale. It burns up our heart when it burns up the land.
If the ranchers aren't here because there is no cattle, then who is going to respond to those fires? And if their cattle aren't there to graze the land, then it's going to burn. It's going to burn fast.
They live close, they get to the fires quick, they have a great incentive to put these fires out.
Honestly, I'm most frightened about how our family is able to continue on.
It's a very uneasy feeling at this point.
Yes.
Not to know what your livelihood's going to be day after tomorrow or a year from now.
I feel it would be devastating, not only for us in the region in Malheur County, but for the state of Oregon.
So we do ask that the voices of the people that live here and have cared for this land for so long are heard.
And will they forget?